in the building too. Good morning, all. And since we are all things business in the Commerce Committee, we will be about our business. I would like to, first of all, convene this 2023 session of the Commerce Committee. And first of all, welcome back all of our returning members and, of course, our new members. And we've got a good number of new folks joining us, and this is very, very exciting. Before we go any further, though, I would like to beg your indulgence and have a moment of silence for a very dear and revered colleague and friend of ours, Representative Quentin Williams, who served on this committee for the last 2 sessions. If you will join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you all. And so at this moment, I would just like to introduce, I'm so excited to have alongside of me our House Chair, that is Representative Steve Meskers, who comes to us with a wealth of experience and knowledge, having been in the world of finance and investment banking. Did I get that right, sir? Yeah. And so if I might, Representative Mesker.
I want to thank you very much, Chair. It's an honor and privilege to be chair with Senator Hartley on this committee. The business of the state is the business that we're looking forward to encouraging and helping. The growth of the state, it's imperative on us that we do everything we can to facilitate the growth of the state's economy. I think the governor said it best in terms of we need a bigger pie. We don't need a bigger piece of the pie in terms of our tax revenue, our growth, and I'm looking forward to fostering that growth. I welcome the committee. I bring 35 years of banking experience. I've been on my local RTM for the last 20 years in town government, just in the legislative body for the town of Greenwich. So I've seen the issues that face the municipalities as well. So I want to encourage and reach out to the municipalities. I'd love to hear from the economic development officers about the issues that they're facing, as well as the small and medium and large companies that are looking for advocacy. Feel free to reach out to me, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I would just like to perhaps summarize. The Commerce Committee has done great work over the years, and there is some continuing work that we will be following up on. There are a number of reports that will come before us that will give us an opportunity to lay the groundwork that we are going to do in this committee. They deal with the issues, many of them that presented us during the pandemic, and that was the return of the workforce, the recognition that women in the workforce have not returned proportionately to post-pandemic times, the growth and support of an industry that this committee hitherto probably thought was not really part of our purview, and that was childcare. Childcare is an economic driver. It is most important. And so that is something that the department has been tasked to look at and to report to us on. We also are finishing a body of work on something called I 4.0. That is quite frankly, the industrialization of manufacturing, the digitization of our production lines. And that report has been complete. It was the work of many individuals, private sector driven, and we will have them before us for the purposes of an informational session so we can understand more about I 4.0 and how it is important to be embedded in our manufacturing sector to continue to distinguish this state in the manufacturing realm. We also, as you know, will entertain and look at regulatory issues. Brownfield has been a subject of this committee that our returning members are very familiar with. And so I'm sure that that will be before us as well. But at this time, I would like to have invite all of our members here and those who are also with us virtually to maybe introduce themselves to the committee and our colleagues and say a few words about why you wanted to be here, or maybe if you didn't want to be here, you could tell us that too. Okay, we'll sympathize with you. So I'm going to ask our ranking members, that is my colleague, Senator Martin. I'm not sure if he's with us at this moment, but if he is, then we'll have him join. And Representative Harris, ranking member from the House, and welcome to the committee, madam.
Thank you. So thank you. I look forward to serving on this committee, helping to create a positive business environment for Connecticut. My background is I come from the corporate world, so I look forward to bringing that experience and that skill set to this committee. So looking forward to working with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Harris. And Senator Rahman, who is our vice chair on the Senate side. Is Senator with us? No. Okay. And if these folks come in, just kind of signal us so we can get to them.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you, Senator.
Sorry, I have another meeting going on, so I just jump in from other one for a couple of minutes. Great to be here. Thank you so very much. I'm Senator M.D. Rahman from 4th District, representing Manchester, Glastonbury, Andover, and Bolton. Great to be here, and a really great committee I want to be on, serving as a businessman. I have a number of corporations in the state of Connecticut, creating thousands of jobs across the state. I employed over 5,000 in, locally in the state of Connecticut. So I want to involve because I want to make a difference. See any way I can help this committee to do a little better and delivering the, quality and changing quality of life, improving quality of life. So thank you. I'm looking forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And Representative Fazzino. Thank you. Look at that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, hello, esteemed colleagues. My name is Jack Fazzino. I represent Meriden, Berlin, and Cheshire in the Connecticut House of Representatives. By day, I am an attorney down in Bridgeport, and a substantial portion of my clients are small businesses in our state, specifically mostly in Fairfield and Hartford County. And I also work with municipalities across the state as well. And I have a background in local government prior to my service up here. So I see firsthand the impact that our policies here have on our communities as well as on our small businesses. And I'm looking forward to working together with all of you on both sides of the aisle and in both chambers on continuing to improve on the exciting crossroads of opportunity that we have here in the state. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative Fazzino. Representative Anderson.
Good morning, Madam Chair. My second term and my second term on Commerce Committee, I asked to be on this committee because I think it's so important. Economic growth through easing the regulatory and tax burden on our business is the key to turning the state around. Just happy to be back.
Thank you, sir. Representative Anaskovich.
Thank you and good morning. So I serve the 35th district, which is Clinton, Killingworth, and Westbrook. This is my first term here. My day job, I guess, would be a mortgage broker. I've been in mortgage banking for about 30 years. So that is the background that I have. I did choose this committee for one of the main reasons is that I'm still involved in local politics in the town of Clinton, serve as the chair there on the town council, and feel that small businesses is the livelihood of a lot of our communities. So really looking forward to working on this committee to doing the good work for those small businesses to make sure that they continue to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Borer.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Hartley. And hello, everyone. Happy to be here. I'm Representative Borer. I represent West Haven, the 115th district. This is my 4th term. And I have served on several committees, but have never been appointed to the Commerce Committee. So I specifically asked if I could be a part of this committee this session because I believe there's so many aspects related to the legislation we've passed that are critical to our communities. So I look forward to all the work that we are going to do together, and congratulations to Senator Hartley on your reappointment to chair, and to Representative Meskers for your newly appointed chair, and to our ranking members and our vice chairs as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Boer. Representative Cheeseman.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And I'm Representative Holly Cheeseman. It's the 37th District, which is East Lyme, portion of Salem, and a portion of Montville. And I've actually had commerce on my list every time. So I guess fourth time lucky. I'm delighted to be here. I run a nonprofit, the Niantic Children's Museum. I also have experience in the private sector with my late husband in a public relations company. I serve on the board of Sector, which is our local economic development organization. And I recognize only too well, as we create policy for the state of Connecticut, it's very important to consider just how different the businesses are, just how different the needs are, and not try to have a one-size-fits-all solution. So I'm delighted to be here, and as I say, fourth time lucky. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And we're glad that you kept trying. And Representative Curry, I believe, had a conflict. And so if he loops in later, just flag us. Representative Garby.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Jane Garibay. I represent the 60th District, which is Windsor and Windsor Locks. In my background, I was Executive Director of our Chamber of Commerce for 20 years and our Main Street program for over 5 years. Windsor is unique in that our population is approximately 29,000, and we have over 27,000 people that come in on a daily basis to work. So I understand the importance of business. Small business is especially dear to my heart, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Representative Gee.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Fred Gee. I represent the 126th District in the city of Bridgeport. I am the Director of Small and Minority Business Enterprise for the city of Bridgeport. I chose this committee because small businesses are the economic engine that drives our economy. I have a passion to help small businesses in our city and across the state now. I see that Bridgeport is inundated with a number of brownfields, and I would like to pass some meaningful legislation that will eliminate some of the contaminated and remediated sites that need to be remediated in our city and across our state. I'm excited to work with all of my colleagues, and I'm open and willing to learn as much as I can on this committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Huckashell.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning to everyone. My name is Jan Hockadell. I represent the good people of Meriden, Cheshire, Middletown, and Middlefield. Obviously, this is my first term, and I am looking forward to working with everyone and, again, helping small businesses and growth in our great state. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Representative Leeper. Is Representative Leeper with us? If not, we can circle back. Representative McCarty.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Thank you for calling on me. I'm in my 5th term, the 122nd District. I represent Shelton, Stratford, and Trumbull. I chose this committee as I have the Sikorsky Aircraft facility right in my district, and they employ thousands of people, and there's all small businesses surrounding that feed that corporation and getting supplies to them, whether it's food or parts or haircuts, and thousands of residents of the 3 towns around me that depend on having business in this area to survive and stay in Connecticut. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Senator Miller.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning, everyone. I'm Senator Pat Billy Miller. I represent the 27th Senate District, serving Stamford and Darien. I returned to this committee, Madam Chair, because of your leadership. and your desire and your passion for the success of the small businesses in this state were very impressive. And the legislation and policy that you put through last session to really help the economic engine of this state was important to the business owners, but not only the business owners, it's the people that work for them too. And I think that we forget that sometimes. It's not only the owners, but those owners also create jobs. And so as Representative G stated about the economic development, and it's about the economic development of the state. And again, as he stated, and I mentioned before, it's the economic engine, because we know especially with the recession that's going on right now, that people are hurting economically and people need to find different ways of earning money. And so I want to thank you, Madam Chair, for your leadership, because I think that what we can do to help women in particular, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to minority-owned businesses and women businesses, I'm very partial to that, because it is important for moms who can't go out necessarily and find a job, and I should say women who don't have the opportunity and to go out and find a job, that they're able to use their gifts and talents to start their own businesses, but they need the support. And Madam Chair, you've done that. You held the women businesses community very, very dear to your agenda and to your heart. And I'm going to say it's a passion for you as well. So I really do thank you for your leadership. And I learned a lot for you, especially around manufacturing, because I know that that's a passion of yours. And so if I hadn't sat on this committee, I wouldn't have learned as much as I have. So I really do thank you for your leadership. And I look forward to working with you as well as the new members to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Miller. And we always say that commerce is the little engine that could, and it's a great team, and you've been such an important part of it. Welcome back, Madam. Senator Needleman. So we can loop back and see if Norm is with us in a bit. Senator Poulos. Oh, excuse me, Representative Poulos. We're moving him up to the chamber. We're switching chambers here. No, okay, we can loop back. Rep Rochelle, I did see her. Welcome back, madam.
It's wonderful to be back. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Representative Rochelle. I represent the good people of Ansonia and Derby in the 104th House District. And this is my third time being on the Commerce Committee. It's a joy to be with this team, the returning members and the new members. Commerce is a really special committee because it touches every aspect of people's lives. This committee influences, job growth. This committee influences industries, nurturing industries that are going to make a real difference in the state of Connecticut. I've personally worked a great deal on manufacturing policy and have very much enjoyed working with Senator Hartley, and look forward to working with Representative Meskers on policies that are going to affect people in communities across the state. Being that I represent the 2nd and 14th most economically distressed municipalities in the state, I also have a strong interest in making sure that all the policy that we do also keeps in mind how we're going to make sure that we don't leave any communities behind, that our policies help to level the playing field a bit more every step of the way. And so that's where my heart is in this, and why I love commerce, and I'm excited to be back.
Thank you. We're glad to have you back. Representative Sanchez. Okay. Senator Summers.
Yes, good morning and congratulations to our returning chair. My name is Senator Heather Summers, and I have the honor and privilege of representing all the wonderful people of the 18th District, which runs from Groton to Plainfield, Connecticut, 8 towns along the Eastern Shoreboard and up the Rhode Island border. My district includes some of the largest manufacturers that we have here in the state. I represent Electric Boat, Pfizer, and a portion of the casinos. My background is I come from corporate America, and then I split off and started a small biotech company that I had here in the state of Connecticut as a manufacturing company for close to 27 years. So I'm intimately knowledge-based in manufacturing, in small business, in the policy choices that the state of Connecticut makes that affects small businesses for the good and for the bad. And I am looking forward to bringing some ideas to really give people in the state of Connecticut, small businesses in particular, opportunity. I see the Commerce Committee as the opportunity committee, the opportunity to create the landscape for our small businesses to be able to grow and flourish. And our small businesses are our employers in the state of Connecticut. And I think some of the previous speakers have mentioned making small businesses successful helps everyone. It helps our individuals and our citizens be able to find good paying jobs that will help them create the opportunities for their families going forward. I'm very excited about being on the Commerce Committee. This will be my second time on the Commerce Committee. I took a break in between my 4th term, and I also have the privilege of being the co-chair of the Tourism Caucus, which is heavily involved with this particular committee. And tourism is a great driver in our state and has an opportunity to even do more than it's doing now. So looking forward to it. Congratulations to all the chairs and ranking members. And I think this will be a great group to continue to pass policies that help create a better economic future for all in the state of Connecticut.
Thank you, Senator Summers. Representative Vale.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Kurt Vale. I represent the 52nd District, which now consists of Stafford, Summers, Union, and Woodstock. I didn't ask to be on this committee, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited. I'm not excited to be part of it. So I look forward to it. There's a lot of small business in my district, and we have a lot of manufacturing. We have an old mill town. I'm sure Representative Rochelle can relate where they taking those old mills. We have the longest continuing running clothing manufacturer in the United States, and it's been since the 1800s. So there's a lot of manufacturing. We have some big technology companies in my district. We have a lot of agriculture, and so I look forward to being part of this thing. It seems like it's always been a bipartisan committee. I look forward to learning a lot, maybe adding something to it as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And Representative Wood, Representative Carrie Wood. So let's just quickly loop back and see if any of the other folks have had the chance to join us. That is Senator Martin and Representative Curry, Representative Leeper, nope, Senator Needleman, Representative Poulos, Rep Sanchez, and Representative Wood. There are a lot of meetings going on, and of course we had that little disruption in our schedule last week, so things are layered upon layered. If there are no further comments, I would like to take a moment to introduce our staff. And we've got a number of new folks, and let's see, 1 or 2 returning. So first of all, our new clerk, folks, is Trisha Kramer. Is it Trisha or Patricia? Trisha. Okay, so now we know. Okay, thank you and welcome. And I should recognize immediately Ginger Rodriguez, who is sitting there with Trisha, and she's moving on to new endeavors, but she is our guardian angel, and she has put us together today, and we are ever grateful for her knowledge and skills. So thank you, Ginger, for hanging in and hovering over us. We've a new LCO, and that is Patrick Deegan. Patrick, are you in the room? Patrick.
I'm on Zoom.
Oh,
Over
and
here.
there he is. Okay, Patrick, take a bow.
Nice to meet everyone. Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then we've got our point OLR person returning with us. I'm ever grateful to have him on board again this year. That's Sean McCann. Sean, there he is in person. Thank you, Sean. And then also Sean, colleague working from OLR, is going to be Sarah Lesser, and there Sarah's with us as well. And welcome, Sarah. I think you'll enjoy this team. It's good folks, good work. Evelyn Walensky Arnold. Evelyn, are you with us today? She is our OFA analyst. And also, I'm not sure in the room if my LA is still here. Ashley Lamb, there she is. Ashley is new. Well, actually, she's kind of senior. She's been with us since May now. So she's got some longevity. So you will receive from our clerk the main deadlines for the Commerce Committee. Committee bills deadline is February 7th. And of course, our JF deadline is going to be March 16th. And so while that sounds way down the road, it will really move very quickly. Also, as I discussed with our co-chair, we will be announcing very shortly a meeting of the Commerce Committee, whereby virtually every member of the General Assembly is invited to become a member of the caucus, the Manufacturing Caucus, and we will have invited guests from industry to talk to us directly about their priorities for the 2023 session. Also, I'm anticipating that we should have an informational form to have the benefit of the work that's gone on now for about 18 plus months on the industrial, the I-4.0 initiative. So those will be coming up. And Mr. Chair, with that, any closing comments?
Yes, I just want to thank you for the organizational meeting here. I think we were set off to a good start. I know that we've been approached and we're looking at the tourism industry and as well. Although I come from the furthest part in the state, about 81 miles away, I will be here in person and celebrate the opportunity to engage on our dialogue. The reputation of Greenwich is the Gold Coast. It's important that everyone understand that the success of the state is my most important emphasis and focus. Fairfield County is an area that focuses, or a lot of the economic development generates from New York. But we all rely on the success of the state and the growth of the state and the economic opportunity of the state to lift all the boats. As we talked about minorities, we talked about women, we talked about small businesses, we talked about distressed communities. If they don't succeed, we fail. And that will be my focus, to encourage that success. So I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Are there any closing comments from colleagues and members? If not, I will leave you with this one comment, and that is we are Team Commerce. There is nothing about labels in this committee. It is really about our work product and making a difference, moving the needle. I'm really grateful for all of those who have returned, whether willingly or not, and for all of the new folks and our new staff. Looking forward to working with you. I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved and seconded. Moved and seconded. We stand adjourned. Thank you.